Today is the day set aside to commemorate Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Dr. King devoted his life's work to causes of equality and social justice. He taught that through nonviolence and service to one another, problems such as prejudice and discrimination can be overcome. In his fight for civil rights, Dr. King inspired Americans to think beyond themselves, to look past differences, and to work towards equality. He believed that by working together, we are more alike than we are different. Spring Lake students are some of the best in the nation, but we can all do more to be better people. We can apply the principle of respect for others and celebrate the differences that make us each unique individuals. Even a small gesture of kindness, such as a smile or a hello, can make a difference in someone else's day. Today, many of our teachers and fellow students have come together to read a brief quote or to make their own statement that reflects the belief that we all are people that should be treated with kindness and respect, no matter what our differences are. Dr. King and many others have defended this idea. We hope that after seeing today's broadcast, that we can all try just a little harder to be better people by respecting and celebrating the differences that exist among us.
The price of a democratic way of life is a growing appreciation of people's differences, not merely as tolerable, but as the essence of a rich and rewarding human experience. Jerome Nathanson.
Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. John Lennon.
Tolerance refers to an attitude of openness and respect for the differences that exist among people.
Ralph Waldo Emerson once said that nobody can bring you peace but yourself.
Education is our passport to the future, and the future belongs to those of us who prepare for it today. Malcolm X said that, and I think that's one of the things that makes America great.
No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin, or his background, or his race. People must learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love. For love comes more naturally to the human heart than its opposite. Nelson Mandela.
This is a quote from Martin Luther King. History will have to record that the greatest tragedy of this period of social transition was not the strident clamor of the bad people, but the appalling silence of the good people.
This is a quote by Jackie Robinson. I'm not concerned with your liking or disliking me. All I ask is that you respect me as a human being.
Kind words are the music of the world. They have the power that seems to be beyond natural causes, as though they were some angel's song which had lost its way and come back to earth.
Kind words can be short and easy to speak, but their echoes are truly endless. Mother Teresa.
Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere.
Cowards die many times before their deaths. The valiant never taste of death but once. And I think this connects to Martin Luther King Jr. because he walked the walk. I mean, he could talk about equality, but he walked the walk. I mean, he did what was right. He was valiant.
The ultimate test of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and moments of convenience, but where he stands in moments of challenge and moments of controversy. Martin Luther King Jr.
I have the audacity to believe that peoples everywhere can have 3 meals a day for their bodies, education and culture for their minds, and dignity, equality, and freedom for their spirits.
Mahatma Gandhi once said, "An eye for an eye leaves everyone blind."
These are words to live by, spoken by another man of peace, Mahatma Gandhi. You must be the change that you wish to see in the world.
To be one, to be united is a great thing, but to respect the right to be different is maybe even greater.
One of my favorite quotes of Dr. King's 1963 I Have a Dream speech has always been when he said, "I have a dream that one day my children will live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character."
Be kind, for anyone you meet may be fighting a hard battle within themselves. Your kind words can be short and easy to speak, but they echo forever.
Peace cannot be achieved through violence. It can only be attained through understanding. Ralph Waldo Emerson.
I chose this quote by Albert Schweitzer because it speaks of kindness, and I think kindness is the easiest thing that we can do that promotes peace. And it goes like this. Constant kindness can accomplish much. As the sun makes ice melt, kindness causes misunderstanding, mistrust, and hostility to evaporate.
We must build a new world, a far better world, one in which the internal dignity of man is respected. Former President Harry S. Truman.
Once one assumes an attitude of intolerance, there is no knowing where it will take one. Intolerance, someone once said, is violence to the intellect, and hatred is the violence to the heart. Mahatma Gandhi.
Every child instinctively knows what many adults have long since forgotten. Our differences are not something to be tolerated. They're something to be celebrated.
President Lyndon B. Johnson once said, "Peace is a journey of 1,000 miles, and it must be taken one step at a time."
Treat others as you want them to treat you, because what goes around comes around.
If you have some respect for people as they are, you can become more effective in helping them become better than they are. John W. Gardner.
We will now broadcast the I Have a Dream speech delivered by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. on August 28, 1963.